it's Heidi. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm here with a special guest named Jared.
Hi.
He's my boyfriend. And today we're going to be ranking some of his Star Wars Black Series figures. So Jared, how many of these Black Series figures do you have?
Somewhere around 40.
How long have you been collecting them?
Ever since The Force Awakens came out, so that's 2015.
Nice. So we're going to be ranking our top 5 out of all of these figures. So this doesn't really mean they're our favorite characters per se. It just means that they're our favorite Black Series figures that Jared owns, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so let's start off with number 5. Jared, you can go first. What is your number 5 pick?
Mine is going to be the Mimban Stormtrooper from Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Nice. And why did you pick the Mimban Stormtrooper?
I mean, he's a muddy stormtrooper. He's got a cape.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a specialized trooper just for Mimban. And it's kind of funny because all the mud troopers that Han Solo was, they're volunteers, but the Mimban Stormtroopers are...
Stormtroopers?
Stormtroopers are the ones that are, like, made by the Empire. So all the mud troopers are, like, just enlisted people, while the Mimban Stormtroopers are officers.
Right. I see what you're saying. My number 5 pick is the First Order Flame Trooper. These guys were first seen in The Force Awakens. That scene where Kylo Ren is burning down that village and they just come through like flamethrower. Very scary. Very intimidating first impression of the First Order, right? And so these guys are kind of forever burned into my memory now. They've even got literally burned. In general, their helmet is very sleek and they're very ghostly. Exactly. It reminds you of a ghost, the shape of it, and it just makes you think, wow, the First Order really means business.
Yep.
Let's go to number 4 on Jared's list.
So my number 4 is one of the newest additions. It is the Purge Stormtrooper from Jedi Fallen Order. Now these guys are pretty cool because I'm a gigantic fan of the clone troopers. I own every clone that exists in the Black Series line, and this is a basically a clone trooper that went into the Empire. Like, they're trained to kill Jedi, and they have like enhanced training and specialized stuff to fight Jedi. And they first appeared in the Vader comic book, and you can fight them as an enemy in Jedi Fallen Order. They have the Utapau clone trooper helmet, otherwise known as the Beehive, as they call it, helmet. So that's pretty cool to have. My
number 4 pick is going to be the Range Trooper from Solo, A Star Wars Story. So these guys were seen on which planet, Jared?
Vandor.
Vandor, and they're just some of the coolest stormtroopers I've seen, basically in any movie, because they've got their cool magnetic boots, because they are the guys who are protecting the trains, and they're some of the more elite stormtroopers, right? Like, you have to work your way up to get there.
Yeah, they make fun of the lower tier stormtroopers.
One of my favorite designs in general, so it had to be number 4 on my list. Alright, next one.
Number 3. Now this one is a hard one, as I had to have a clone trooper on here, and the Purge trooper doesn't really count, so I put the newest clone trooper on here, Clone Commander Bly, also known as CC-5052.
And by newest you mean he was recently released?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, he just came out like last month, and he's still in stores, and he's very hard to find right now.
Yep.
You luckily found him.
I actually found him at Epcot.
And he's part of the 327 Star Corps. He works with Aayla Secura, and he's the clone that you see in Order 66, and you go like, oh no, that thing's about to go down. He's like, we see him in the Clone Wars easel reel on the newest episodes and episode 3. And I kind of wish we got more time to see him because he's only appeared in 3 episodes of the Clone Wars. But, I mean, there's 2 variants of him as well, and I need to get the other variant.
My number 3 has got to be the Imperial Death Trooper from Rogue One.
Yep.
These guys are super scary. They look super tall. They're supposed to be
6'5".
6'5". Wow, they're definitely taller than your
height.
Average stormtrooper. You are not 6'5".
Oh, 6 foot.
Above 6 foot,
yeah,
you know. So these guys are all black. I love the all black, you know, aesthetic. So they have a specialized rifle, right? What is
the E11D.
E11D rifle, which is like a longer version of the regular
for longer
stormtrooper
range
rifle.
And they like to point out that they are basically stormtroopers that can hit their shots and they're the SEAL Team 6 of the Empire.
It says here that they are the elite soldiers of Imperial intelligence. So they mean business. When we had the Star Wars stage show at Hollywood Studios, they were a part of that, and they got to shoot blasters.
Now, number 2, this one was a hard one. So right now, that is the D1 General Grievous. I mean, there's not much to say about General Grievous. He is a, excuse my language here, but badass type of droid that fights Jedi. He's got 4 lightsabers.
Is he a droid?
He's a cyborg.
He's a cyborg.
Yeah, 95% droid. And, I mean, he's a super articulated figure. He has his cape, he has his blaster, his incinerator blaster, but he fights Jedi, and he's a prequel character. And you can even see he has pegs on his hands that can, you can bring his hands together to only have 2. So that's my number 2. Now, if I had the other figure, that would be the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, which is supposed to be here in July. That would take his place.
That's on pre-order, right?
That is on pre-order.
My number 2 figure is going to be Clone Commander Gree. So this guy was part of Episode 3.
Revenge of the Sith.
And he was in the Clone Wars as
For
well.
only 3 episodes.
Yep. Like Commander Bly, he wasn't in it that much, but he is one of the clones. He's got some binoculars up here. I really like this pattern because it's
camo.
Huh?
Camo.
Right, he's got a camo pattern, so he blends into forest environments, and it's like a specialized suit, and you don't see that very often for clone troopers.
Nope.
And this is a guy that was with Yoda on Kashyyyk.
During Order 66.
And he ended up getting beheaded by Yoda.
He liked the Jedi, but, Order 66 came in.
You know.
Like, Republic mode.
Unfortunately, he had that chip. This is so detailed and so well done, so this was automatically became number 2 on my list because of that.
And your favorite clone trooper in general.
Yeah, in general.
Now we're on to our number 1.
Number 1 pick.
And this one was hard, and technically this only isn't supposed to count as one figure, but I mean it's...
This is more than one figure, but they all come as one set. So we decided to go by boxes.
Sets.
Yes.
So the one I picked is, no surprise, is a First Order Galaxy's Edge pack with the Mountain Trooper, the Mouse Droid, Peliran, and Commander Pyre. And you can see here, it has Velcro, so you can open it right up, and you can see all the figures in their display case. The Mountain Trooper I like a lot because it's not really a character that you see all that often. His only one and only appearance is right here in this figure pack. And I've seen people that just made cosplays of him, and even the Lucasfilm storyboard people said we even need to see him more, like on like comic books or other things. Like they're even talking about maybe even bringing him into the parks just so we can see what it looks like.
I feel like with Lucasfilm they have plenty of opportunities to bring characters to books or comics or theme parks. So it's really interesting that we got one in the form of an action figure before he was in any of those other mediums.
Yep. We also got Kylo Ren, only one of the 2 Kylo Ren figures I have. The only other one is Force Awakens. The Mouse Droid, which is one people always glance over, but he's good enough for me. And the ultimate favorite, Commander Pyre.
And do you ever think he would be part of the story of Batuu?
No. When this pack was announced, I was like, oh my goodness, could Commander Pyre appear in Galaxy's Edge? But unfortunately, we did not see him there.
Maybe in a side story, maybe a comic.
Maybe in a side story,
we'll have to
but
figure it out later. My number 1 pick is the Imperial AT-AT driver, and this guy is just instantly nostalgia factor for me because watching The Empire Strikes Back as a kid, 40th anniversary this year. Watching that film as a kid, my favorite scenes were on Hoth and the battles with the AT-ATs, and I love their helmets. Alright, any more comments to add about your Black Series figures and where we go from here?
They just announced a new wave, so I'm looking forward to those ones. And we might have to do another video next year.
We might. So have you thought about pre-ordering any new figures?
Yes.
Which ones?
The Heavy Infantry Mandalorian is on pre-order.
Okay.
The Camino Clone Trooper is one I want to pre-order. We have the Rogue One 3-pack that we just recently got with another Imperial Death Trooper, the specialized version.
Yeah, we have that coming soon.
The Gaming Greets Stormtrooper Commander and Shadow Trooper, when those go up, they'll be pre-ordered. And I think that's it off the top of my head. Oh, Kit Fisto and Plo Koon.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, I know. I have like prequel characters.
There is a never-ending supply of Star Wars characters.
Nope.
Alright, so thank you everybody for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you feel like it, and check out Jared's channel. What is your YouTube name?
Infinity Parks.
Infinity Parks. So go subscribe to him as well. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.